they'll be feeling that in the morning. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we are counting down our picks for the top 10 epic knockouts in anime.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at the times in anime where a character got beaten so badly, they were sent flying into next Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. These can stem from actual fights or straight out of the blue, so long as someone ends up twitching on the floor. I'm Todd Haberkorn, a connoisseur of all things action, having watched everything from Naruto and Fairy Tail to my mom getting mad at me for not cleaning my room. I'm well versed in the language of violence.
Let's get ready to Mojo!
Number 10, A Lesson in Pain, Assassination Classroom. When you can make the giant yellow tentacle monster look like the better educator by comparison, then you're officially a special kind of scumbag. This was evident from Takaoka taking way too much pleasure in beating the crap out of Class E and calling it survival training, only for him to meet his maker when Nagisa got the better of him. After going off the deep end and getting himself a shake weight, Takaoka returned to exact his revenge, only for Nagisa to own him again. And this time it was borderline orgasmic. New Haber rule, any teacher that gets their kicks by nearly killing kids deserves to get a cattle prod to the, well, let's go with face.
Takaoka sensei. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Number 9, Not So Gentle Fist. Boruto Naruto Next Generations. What is it with this kid? Why does he keep causing so much hassle for our main man over here? After accidentally ripping apart his sister's stuffed animal, Boruto finds himself on the receiving end of Himawari's vengeance. Unfortunately, being a good dad and all, Naruto leaps in at the last second to take the hit, earning himself a chakra-draining blow for his troubles. If that wasn't bad enough, this little fiasco caused him to miss out on his own inauguration ceremony. Shouldn't Boruto be grounded for life by this point? Hashtag asking for a friend.
Thank you, datte bayo.
Number 8, Touma's Nun Punch, a certain magical index. While this probably diminished Touma's chances of making it into heaven, we can't deny watching this particular nun get sucked in the face was wholly satisfying. Of course, Agnese is no mere nun, but rather a battle maiden for the Catholic Church, unafraid to smite those who impede her holy mission. Yeah, she's that kind of religious nutcase. Her faith may be absolute, but it's got nothing on Touma's ability to negate all of her magic, leaving her wide open for a sock to the jaw. Number 7, Gobta the Legend. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Ah, Gobta. The only goblin to ever transcend from comic relief to utter badassery in the space of a single fight.
勝ったらクロベに頼んでお前専用の武器を作ってやる。
本当っすか？ちょっとやる気出たっす。
負けたらシオンの手料理の刑な。
それだけは勘弁して。
With the threat of having to eat Shion's infamous cooking should he lose, Gobta taps into his inner Super Saiyan in order to take on the prideful lizard man Gabiru. Of course, the arrogant reptile doesn't even end up lasting a full minute, since Gobta's newfound master of shadow movement allows him to appear right behind him and kick his freaking neck in. Get that goblin a beer.
っていうか、みんな普通に小豚が勝つって思ってたの？
Number 6, Kamui to the face, Gintama. As one of the Yato clan, Kamui's strength was always far beyond that of most mortals. So much so that a single punch would often spell doom for lesser warriors.
悪党しか切れないってんなら。
俺はとびきりの悪党だよ。
Throwing his lot in with the Black Beast himself, Takasugi, Kagura's older brother ended up splitting a lot of skulls in the name of their bloody mission.
しつこいな。
Out of all Kamui's victims, the one that probably got it the worst was Nobunobu, who got thwacked so hard in the face that his descendants probably ended up with brain damage. No health insurance due to pre-existing conditions for you! Number 5, between a rock and a hard place. Hunter x Hunter. Jeez, the things these guys will go through just to get their hands on some playing cards. While locked inside of the virtual world game known as Greed Island, Gon found himself tangoing with the Bomberman himself, Genthru, whose Nen abilities sorta speak for themselves.
落とし穴。しかし、奴も落ちてるぞ。
However, thanks to some ingenious planning and Gon's talent for shrugging off minor injuries such as an incinerated left hand and crushed windpipe I don't understand, he managed to ensnare the murderous thief in a no-win situation. I guess the old playground debate has been solved. Rock really does beat Bomb. Number 4, Black Bull Rampage. Black Clover. Leave it to a no-magic loser like Asta to pull off a win against an evil mage with a despair fetish. Despite being heavily damaged and facing off against a high-ranking member of the Eye of the Midnight Sun, Asta refused to back down.
Not yet. I'm still not giving up.
With some much-needed assistance from his fellow Black Bulls and letting a little of his inner demon out of the bag, the future Wizard King manages to give Vetto a taste of his own medicine. Actually, a whole swordful. Just a sword full of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down.
Hey, despair! This is where you lose!
Number 3, United States of Smash, My Hero Academia. Who would have guessed that the symbol of peace would be packing one hell of a wallop?
I refuse to die!
The final confrontation between All Might and All for One was the kind of superhero smackdown that most fans can only dream of. With their little game of fisticuffs laying waste to everything around them, as well as the very real threat of All Might's quirk burning out, it falls to the big Boy Scout to throw everything he has into a single punch in order to end his nemesis once and for all.
United States of Smash!
Was it spectacular? You be the judge. Number 2, Katakuri goes down. Finally, One Piece. Luffy may have tussled with some stubborn pirates in his time, but it's fair to say that none of them have driven him to the edge quite as much as Dogtooth over here. With his devil fruit serving as a dark reflection of Luffy's, as well as being able to see into the future thanks to his mastery over Haki, this proud son of Big Mom simply refused to concede. Honestly, watching these two slug it out is exhausting. And yet, thanks to his infinite determination and a little help from his Snake Man form, the Straw Hat Captain was finally able to knock down the man infamous for never laying down in his life. Number 1, Kamogawa versus Anderson, Hajime no Ippo. We all know that old man Kamogawa is one hell of a boxing teacher, helping to pave the way for both Ippo and Takamura to claim their championship titles. He obviously knows his stuff, but we were in no way prepared to see just how much of a beast he was in his youth. Forced to box against an arrogant American sergeant following his friend's harrowing defeat, Kamogawa not only bests Anderson, he flat out destroys him. Sure, he wrecked both of his fists beyond repair in the process, but we'd say it was worth it in order to see him punch the prejudiced prick of a soldier so hard it left his entire skeleton in splinters. Oh, I do declare!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.